Alright, since I couldn't do a Sonic video last week right after the Castlevania video, this week we're gonna go ahead with Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Last week I wanted to do Sonic 4 Part 1 right after Castlevania Chronicles, but the Elgato and my laptop don't like it when I try to record PS3 shit in HD. And Tails has already done something fucktarded. Typical. So yeah, instead of the controversial downloadable sequel to the Genesis games, we're going for this Hallowed Tomb. Not that I'm complaining, I mean, this is still one of the best Sonic games out there. The loop-de-loops, the corkscrews, yeah, it's all good. And go ahead and get at least one Chaos Emerald. I mean, in a 15-minute Sonic video, you gotta nab at least one. Plus, I think there's some loopy-loops with rings right after the save point, which you need because you lose all your rings when you're done with the special stage in this game. I think that's one of the reasons why I hardly ever bothered with them in this game. Yeah, I never got all of the Chaos Emeralds in this game. Which other games did I never get them all in? Well, there was Advance 2 and Sonic Rush. And I never played Sonic Rush Adventure. And there's that last Chaos Emerald in Sonic Advance. You know, the one with special stages that was basically a snowboard in space. Ugh. Tried and I tried and I tried, but I could never nab that last one. Yeah, but Sonic Advance, that still holds a special significance for me, even though it was pretty much just a rehash of this game. Okay. Might as well explain that. Explain why I tend to want to do Castlevania and Sonic videos in tandem. It's because the way I finally became enamored with both series, it both happened at the same time and under similar circumstances. Now what I mean by that, well, the original Castlevania Sonic, well, I rented the original Castlevania, I played the Genesis at a friend's house to experience Sonic for the first time. Yay, loopy-loops. And I thought, yeah, these are pretty good, but they didn't wow me back then. But then many years later, I get a hold of Symphony of the Night and Sonic Adventure 2. And I liked them. I thought they were pretty good, but their true genius weren't apparent to me just yet. Well, basically in the case of Symphony of the Night, I had heard, oh, it's so much like Super Metroid, but at the time I didn't really think it was on the same level. But then when I got Game Boy Advance in preparation for Metroid Fusion, I needed something to play on it before Samus finally came back. And what I ended up picking? You guessed it. Circle of the Moon and Sonic Advance. I played them over and over and over again. In the case of Circle of the Moon, I must have played the regular mode half a dozen times before I even bothered with the passwords for the other modes. Woohoo! So yeah, and finally my eyes were opened. So I went back and got Symphony of the Night, Sonic Adventure 2. Now they're my favorites in both series. And I started to go back and get all the older ones. Castlevania 3, Super Castlevania 4. Rondo of Blood had to wait because I was shit with TurboGrafx emulation. But as for Sonic, after I finished Adventure 2, I went and got the original Dreamcast game, and then I got this. And as for Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I actually got that in late 2004, around the same time I finally bought Sonic Heroes. And yes, I like Sonic 3 and Knuckles more than Heroes. In fact, I'd become so frustrated with Heroes, I just put that on the back burner while I finished Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I did eventually come to love Sonic Heroes though, and that's my 5th favorite Sonic game. The 4th, you're looking right at it. 3rd is Sonic 3 and Knuckles together. 2 is Sonic Adventure, and 1, again, is Sonic Adventure 2. What about Castlevania? I think 5 would be Rondo of Blood. Too bad I'll probably never have an actual copy of it. Oh, motherfucker. 4th would probably be Order of Ecclesia, because that is just fucking balls out, ball-busting awesome. 3 would be Circle of the Moon. 2 would be Portrait of Ruin, and 1, of course, would be Symphony of the Night. Sonic the Hedgehog 4, though, that could have come close, but it didn't top this. It didn't come close to even holding a candle to Sonic 3 and Knuckles together. And yes, I'm considering, when I talk about Sonic 4, I consider both episodes together. Just like when most people talk about Sonic 3, they usually mean Sonic 3 and Knuckles together. I liked it. I'm not ashamed to say I had a fucking blast with both parts, but it didn't really come close to topping this. Though I did like it more than the original. And I haven't played Colors and Generations yet, so I don't know if they'll worm their way into my top 5. Really should, but I got a huge backlog of Wii shit I gotta play. Like, it's Tales of Symphonia and it's Fire Emblem. There's all sorts of other PS3 shit I want to get. Like, I never played Doom very much, so I want to get the downloadable version of Doom that has both the original and Doom 2. And I kind of want to check out Fall of Cybertron, since I hear it's way better than War for Cybertron. And then there's Final Fantasy 13. Yeah, I know it gets dogged a lot, but hey, if it got 2 direct sequels... Ugh. Well, didn't Final Fantasy IV also get 2 direct sequels? It's like the Interlude and After Years. Well, I don't know. But still, Lightning looks like an awesome character. I heard they took some seriously ballsy risks with Final Fantasy 13, so I feel obligated to just try it out. But still, the whole thing with 2 direct sequels. I mean, not even when Disney was making fucking direct-to-video sequels, most of theirs franchise never got. Which one's got 2? Aladdin, Little Mermaid, and Cinderella. I think that was it. Plus, the first 2 got their own TV series. Well, speaking of that, I actually watched the Cinderella 3 earlier this week. All the shit you've heard about it being one of the better Disney sequels, believe it. It's not like they made Cinderella like the more modern princess. She didn't whack her stepfamily with a fucking frying pan, unfortunately, but... oh, she gets to flash one of the coolest shit-eating grins in the company's history. Oh, and that fucking cat Lucifer, oh, this time she totally fucks that cat shit up. The 2 words, bad kitty, never sounded more epic than they did coming out of Cinderella's mouth. Alright, how long's this been going on? About 9 minutes. If I'm talking about goddamn Disney movies, again, I'm running out of shit to talk about, so after we best Eggman, that's gonna be it. Boom! Skidoo! Blow me, Mustache Man! Yeah, what? I thought I hit him 6 times. You have to hit him 8 times. Maybe Tails was helping me. Guess he's good for something, besides, you know, building shit. For someone with an IQ equal to Robotnik's, he certainly gets into a lot of stupid shit. Anyway, that's Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Sega Genesis. A treasure classic. Will always be one of the best Sonic games in existence. One of the best 16-bit platformers in existence. Anyway, see you next Saturday when I hopefully have some better shit to show you.